I'm moving toward a next guest speaker, Miss Sufia Sayed. She's an actress, model, entrepreneur, book author, Miss Universal Peace and Humanity 2019 and 20, and IHRC Ambassador for Peace and Women Empowerment in India. Sufi Sayed, floor is yours.
Hi
Unmute.
everyone. Good
Yeah.
evening. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste sabko. I'm so sorry my network is literally bad today. So it's my bad. But thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador. I always feel proud and happy to be a part of this every time whenever I get a chance to be in front of all the world leaders and I can have a voice in front of them. I can uh, highlight all the issues which world is facing today. So today again we have a very important problem which all the women in the world are facing, and I am so sorry I couldn't be able to hear all the people today because of my network. But of course I just heard Aisha, and she's just amazing. In India, basically I will start with my country. In India, COVID-19 had a huge impact, like the rest of the world, on people's mind, because I'm a psychologist and I've seen people, they are literally very stressed and went under depression, and they even ended their lives because most of the people, they don't know how to deal with the depression and stress, and especially women, because working women, other women who are not working, they are being home and they're working like not regularly, but actually they're working so much because of every schedule has been disturbed because of lockdown. So it has affected not just economic growth, but in other ways too, which I've been realized by every individual, and that is the value of time, that life is so unpredictable, and I actually can value my relationships, my life more than I ever did before. So this COVID-19 had actually taught me very positive things towards life, towards equality, towards the solution of the problems, that everything goes and comes back, but life and time is the uttermost important thing, and it's not gonna come back if once we lose it. So basically, for all the women in the world, I have this very small message that just be strong. You are already equal, so there's nothing to worry about. We are already born equal. We are actually have a power. We are being called creators. So we are very powerful and we are very strong. So nothing is gonna make us think that we are weak. So whatever it is, COVID-19, lockdown, or any problem in the world, we as a women can face anything in the world. So I think this pandemic have actually made people realize the importance of our lifetime, and especially I can actually start loving myself more and more because I get time for myself, to think more about my future, more about my present, and what I've done in my past. So basically, this is for all the ladies in the world, that you are strong and just be positive. And yes, we are already equal, and I am happy that we have a voice here and I got a chance to talk about women empowerment. Thank you so much, Mr. Ambassador, for giving me this opportunity.
You are
Thank you.
welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. And you are doing already a great work in India for women empowerment and for the rise of the women. Obviously, this pandemic has teaches us so many things. Uh, every inequalities came out from the hidden places, but we have to be strong. Yes, of course, our women should be strong enough to stand for themselves.
And
Thank you very much.
and one more thing, I'm so sorry, I'm just adding one more thing, I'm cutting your thing. Uh, one very important thing which I really loved about my government, which they've done during this lockdown, they've started a local train for especially for women, so that they can travel and they shouldn't face any traveling issues. So especially for women, they have started local train when it was a lockdown period. So I'm very happy for this thing.
That's very good. That's very good. Every government has to be look after to do something for women. Now it's a time. I am moving towards digital media. This digital media is a now part and parcel of our life, and during this pandemic, this new life is emerges for all of us. I am giving the young and energetic Amna Naqvi, youth and women activist, digital media strategist in Pakistan. Amna, floor is yours.
Hi everyone and Assalamu alaikum. I'm from Pakistan and it's very exciting to join here. So I've been a part of digital media marketing since I was 17, and throughout the years I've worked with different brands and collaborations and kind of businesses. But recently I have started working on a new project that focuses on creating avatars by a Swiss company to kind of start a new movement of spreading messages, doing campaigns and doing all the digital missions, but through a very new concept, which is through which is through spreading the message of sustainability and working in a method that there is no carbon emission. So we make avatars, which are basically digital media influencers. They are not they have their own personality, they have their own following, and they're very much like real people, but they are working towards a very specific mission, that is to spread love, awareness, and to work towards earth that is more sustainable for everyone. So we do everything which is to inspire younger people, making the most of digital media marketing. So within the last year, we have grown a lot. Our influencer Leia, she has about 260,000 followers, and we're growing every day in a very progressive rate. So we are trying to use the best digital media, because everybody uses internet nowadays. So it's now our responsibility as younger people that we use it in our best interest, not to just talk about our own lives, but to inspire people and educate them. And because of the pandemic, now the current generation, people who are younger than 2019, everything is internet for them. So it's very important for us to kind of control and educate them on what we post. And this is what our influencer is doing. So we're focusing on our mission of spreading love, peace across borders and for everyone, for all genders. And we have so far achieved success in it. We're growing more and more. We're getting a lot of love. Every day we get a lot of messages, and we hope to continue this message. So our influencer, for example, she has achieved many collaborations so far, and now we're working towards a message of not being regular, just not showing our everyday life on social media, but using this big platform to influence people, to spread a message of peace, love, and use digital media to its maximum potential and positive strength. So this is what our focus is, because I've been working in digital media for a while. So it's about time we take a turn and focus on the good side of it and not just money making part. And this is what our mission is as well. And we hope to inspire millions of people within a year or so, so that we can proudly and successfully say that we made a difference, and we're working towards it. And this is why we get a lot of messages and queries daily, is because our avatars, which are working towards a very good mission, are now inspiring younger people and people of all ages, and we're very proud of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amna. Thank you very much. You people are doing a great job to inspire the people, and I appreciate Leah. You are here with us. I will give you a few minutes after one participant, so you can say whatever you want to say and spread the message. Now it's a time I have to give a floor to very dynamic and ours. I always call her ours. Ambassador Roshni Bhattarai, Youth Empowerment Climate Action Advocate, and she is the Secretary of the Department of the Foreign and International Relations of the International Human Rights Commission. Joining us from the highest mountain in the world, from the valley of Mount Everest, Nepal. Roshni, floor is yours.
Thank you, sir. I feel like
she has the oxygen cylinder.
Yeah, I feel like I'm speaking out from Mount Everest. So actually, I'm from Kathmandu. So namaste, assalamu alaikum, and hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. We are the world here today. So today I would like to talk about I'll go directly to the topic because I know we are running out of time. So we basically talked about human rights. Human rights is a fundamental right. It's in the Constitution.
Unmute, yes.
Sorry. Okay, I'll just jump to the topic. Human rights. Human right is a fundamental right all over the world. Everybody talk about human rights, but do we get to enjoy human rights? Especially women. Being a woman, being a female, I would like to say that we just get discriminated just because we are a woman, we are a female. We get raped. And why we get raped? Because our dress was short. We were walking at night in the street. That's why we get raped. We get raped because we talk to strangers. We were alone. That's why we get raped. But people don't, people don't say that we got raped because somebody was a psychopath, somebody was ill, somebody was maniac. So every time we women have to suffer, and we suffer even though it wasn't our mistake. And we women have to face the world, and then we have to face the domestic violence. We have to face the domestic violence because our husband can do anything. We have to follow all his words, all his advice, and we don't have a chance to say no. That's why we have to face domestic violence every day. And especially you might have heard many news in about India, Nepal, Bangladesh, that especially we women have to go through the process of abortion just because we carry a lady or a baby girl in our womb. Giving birth to the lady child is like religion, restricted by a religion. We must give birth to a son because it will be inherited. So if we give birth to a girl, we have to abort. So you might have heard in the news everywhere that they need their generations to move on. So everybody needs a son. The ladies, if they get pregnant with a baby girl, they have to abort. Mostly in India. I have seen many records in India. So this is the reason that many women, they are having problem of ovary cancers and other health issues. And because of too much abortion, many ladies, they lose their life as well. So this must be stopped. And as well as I have seen many female are not asked what is their future plan, what they want to study, what they want to do with the life. They are forced, either you study or get married. So I have seen many families that they treat woman as a household maid. They never ask a boy, they never ask boys to go to kitchen or cook this that, but everywhere it's woman responsibility to handle all the households. And I want to have a few words about the youth as well. Nowadays youth are having the most unemployment problem lately because of COVID, and the number of suicidal case of youth are increased, and it's increasing every year. Why? Because the opportunity to the youth are given very, very less. People want experience, education, and all these skills at the same time, and youth are left out. So I want to request on this platform that we talk about human rights, but let's implement it everywhere, especially for the women and youth. Let's implement it. Let's talk. Let's raise our voice when we see someone's human rights is being violated. At least once, let's make a noise. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Namaste.
Roshni. Thank you very much. It is very important that we have to have a voice. Once even the violation is happening, we have to make a voice. This is more important
Yes.
at this moment. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm giving 3 minutes to Miss Leah Love to give us her presentation. She is an environmentalist advocate and promoting peace, love, harmony, and awareness on climate change. Leah, floor is yours. Leah, are you listening? Okay. I have to go to the concluding things as well. Uh, our friend from Pakistan, our supporter from Pakistan, Honorable Danish Mushtaq, businessman, philanthropist, international promoter, is here. Mr. Danish Mushtaq, floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shahid Amin. Can you hear me?
Yes, we do hear you.
You are a miracle man. I saw this. You are a miracle man. And all they are guys is very good. And this is a very good summit 2021. And it's awesome. As per businessman, there are so many crises in the world, but the equal crisis in the world. 2020 is equal for all the world. And this is when I saw this summit, I listened this summit, and I listened this views to all of them. What is Corona? What is Corona? Everybody views what is Corona, and Corona is nobody knows what is Corona and what they will do to how to treat them. Why we are there? Why we are there? Because as a businessman, if we are there, so we are in loss. We are in loss. So many losses and so many crises in the world. And if we are a businessman, we not there in this Corona. Corona is a not. I think nothing is Corona. Nothing is Corona, but it is something in the mind of very big marketing in the corona. Very big marketing, very big vaccination. All are, heard before dengue virus. It's a very big virus, but our mind accept corona is a big virus. So that is a very big crisis in the world. That is a very big crisis. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Shahid.
Thank you very much, Danish Sahab. Basically, yes, of course, it is in our mind also. Science speaks, and whatever the science speaks, that is, we
Thank
have
you.
to follow it. And obviously, the corona is not just only losing the lives; it's losing the whole economy. It's actually a corona for economy as well. You are very much right.
Yes.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
the closing speaker, my very dear Daniel Mouse, he is from Haiti. If somebody knows that for the people of Haiti, uh, one of the legend singer, Michael Jackson, has composed, sings the song with the various artists around the world. So he is representing that country, and you people can see that on his behind the World Youth Summit's logo is there, and IHRC logo is there. He is representing us into the people of Haiti. Daniel, Ambassador Daniel, floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this invitation. Excellent, Muhammad Shahid. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm going to talk about peace and conflict and COVID-19 world. Today, the world one of the great problem that never existed, which is the COVID-19 from 2020 to the present day. At the beginning of the crisis, some call it the pandemic, a great equalizer. But as the disease has evolved and spread, it's increasingly clear that it is anything but equalization. COVID-19 exacerbates the social and economics that makes some groups more vulnerable than others. Therefore, in many contexts, it's reinforced partners of equality and grievance that undermine trust in between individuals and communities with the states that represent, protect, and govern them. An additional political responses to the crisis are, in many contexts, inducing conflicts towards the question of how peace building approaches are integrated into the multi-dimensional humanitarian and development approaches of government and goals and United Nations actors or not, is not an abstract or theoretical issue, but an essential operational imperative. It's threatens to fuel social division at speech, jingoistic, nationalist groups, grievance, migration, inequalities, corruption, and structural macroeconomic fragilities further the space of increased human and interpersonal violence is not only concerning and it's our rights, but also threatens to undermine public health efforts intended to mitigate the virus. It's also empowering humanitarian responses and threatening international peace and security by stressing existing geopolitical tensions, especially between the major powers as well as multilateral structures. The way the causes and solution the COVID-19 are understood will determine the direction of trends in multilateralism. The crisis has highlighted the risk of highly connected global system of trade, travel, and economies without earthquake risk management and understanding in place. And the dangerous assumption is the conflict, the causes of the worldwide spread of the pandemic with current weakness and global system of connectivity and collaboration in order to arrive at a conclusion that those global systems exist in weakness or right current or future potential benefits. So many agrees that this dangerous assumption is gaining attraction as political rhetoric in many countries has shifted towards national isolationism, shooting border breaks and international collaborations and growing geopolitical tension. The importance of embedding trust in health responses. Trust is rooted simultaneously in the issues of legitimacy, accountability, and equity or fairness on one end and the quality of service on the other. This is as true of state health system as it of criminal justice systems. Ladies and gentlemen, peace is the best thing right now. If we want to find a serious solution to fight COVID-19, the moment we live, there is not the best time. We must unite. To unite, we need peace. Thank you so much. Excellent, Muhammad Sashid.
Thank you very much, Daniel. So kind of you. And take my message. Your country is going to have an election. Motivate the young generation to cast the vote and bring the change for your country. Your country needs international attention.
Of course.
Your country needs international attention, and as well as they need the coordination and cooperation of the international world. And I hope my Secretary General in New York will meet the Haitian ambassador over there, because the Haitian president is appealing for the international cooperation to keep the peace in Haiti for the coming election.
Of course, because now we need it. We got a lot of problem politics now.
So thank you very much.
By the way, Your Excellency, Mr. Chairman, we are already in touch with His Excellency Ambassador Patrick Saint Hilaire, the permanent representative of Haiti to the United Nations, and we are in touch with the First Lady and the President of Haiti. We are trying to prepare a package of help for Haiti, because they are in need of a lot of help, and we are working on this. It's just to update you.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I am seeing here into the galleries that there is Major Muhammad Amin Nasser, who is my chief of staff, is here. I am giving him 2 minutes if you want to speak. Major Nasser, floor is yours.
Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I would like to express my feelings with regard to the ongoing summit, the great efforts made by the IHRC for the human rights and humanity all over the world. My great leaders are speaking well, and talking about the human rights violations taking place all over the world. I feel our efforts will pave the way to attract the attention of the world to sort out the problems everywhere where it is occurring. Specifically, I would mention with regard to the Secretary General's Nadeem Malik, who has talked a lot and very authentic and logical about Kashmir issue and the emerging crisis in occupied Kashmir by the Indian forces, atrocities committed by the Indian forces. I feel at this forum, if at all we talk, and then we can equally raise the voice of atrocities of Indian forces in Kashmir in UN forum, as well as highlighting and raising the awareness of the atrocities of the Indian forces in Kashmir. This was a good effort made by the Nadeem Malik, and definitely all other leaders, those spoke well with regard to the human rights violations. If at all we join together like this, definitely we will pave the way ahead to the betterment of the humanity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Major sir, and thank you very much to all of my participants. Before I am giving a few words of closing, I am inviting the Ambassador, Her Excellency Mrs. Asra Khan, Senior Vice Chairperson, Minister of the Department of the Foreign and International Affairs of the International Human Rights Commission, Vice Chairperson of the IHRC RFT. Floor is yours, Madam.
Assalamu alaikum, good evening, Excellencies, and all my IHRC fellows and my senior IHRC ambassadors. Today we organize this World Summit to highlight the crisis world facing from aspects of human life. As women, I feel to express my sentiments over the situation women facing during this pandemic time. The coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic is having potentially catastrophic secondary impacts on the health of women and girls around the world. Decisions made at every level of the response to the pandemic and are resulting in being women further cut off from sexual and reproductive health services, threatening sharp rises in maternal and neonatal mortality. Women and girls are often denied care outright or face dangerous delays getting their services they need. The impacts of misguided policies and barriers to care are especially severe in places with weak or overburdened health systems. Ladies and gentlemen and excellencies, I am grateful on behalf of International Human Rights Commission to your all excellencies and valuable guests who share their thoughts and recommendations on the various topics. We will continue our efforts to create just, equitable, and better world for the whole humanity. Thank you for participation and thank you for your valuable time. God bless humanity, God bless all of us, and God bless our IHRC. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Secretary General, ambassadors, my young fellows, I'm very much proud to having all of you with us. Today, because of the early interruption of due to the technical reasons, we lost a little time. So we are ahead of our time. And for that reason, we missed the two leaders. Today, the one is the Belgium's Prime Minister. I just was looking his message and we couldn't find him again. due to this data interruption. There is an email, and he was saying that I lost the connection and I cannot log in. This is the Belgian Prime Minister message, and then the President of Afghanistan. Afghanistan is also having a bad network of the internet. These two are missing. President Mamoon is sending us a video message, and obviously I will ask these two also send us a video message, so we will separate it while we are having an uh, uh, all video of this event to launch it. So they will be included into it. And the Prime Minister, former Prime Minister of Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, in the closing, by thanking all of you, if you have any question or one question to any leader who participated in our list, everyone will be having a list. They can send me, write down to me by WhatsApp. I will ask the question to that leader on your behalf and answer in the video. We will disment and we will send to you. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear fellow colleagues, as you all know that we entered in this month, in the last month in 2021. The world isn't just dealing with the multiple challenges. We are dealing with the interconnected ones. We don't have the luxury to deal with them one at a time. And no single organization can solve any of them alone. Not the United Nations, nor the African Union, not the European Union, and not the Latin American community. That's why at the International Human Rights Commission we are taking holistic view. We look at the root causes of each crisis as well as the connection between them to understand how they impact the world's most vulnerable peoples. No matter the peoples belongs to Africa, Latin America, Asia, or in the Eastern Europe side. Now Europe is also affected. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not ignoring the human genocide in Kashmir. We are not leaving democracy behind in the United States of America or in Belarus. People of America spoke their will. People of Belarus are speaking their will. The same thing is happening in many countries across the world. People are using their will through the ballot, not by the bullet. Because when the people speak the bullet by the bullet, this world will become a jungle. And we cannot leave our human fraternity into the jungles. We have come across a long way to end that jungle to be uncivilized. So as a civilized society, it is our responsibility to protect our society and our morals, and it is our obligation and collective responsibility to deal with all crises, whatever emerging or whatever we are having. We then collaborate with the partner organizations, governments, private companies, and most importantly, people in the communities we serve to develop practical long-term solutions. In the process, we not only find the way to remove obstacles to the peace and prosperity, we uncover new possibilities to create meaningful, lasting change. 2021 Emergency Watch List reveals the world is facing unprecedented humanitarian emergencies as well as the political crisis of inaction by the world leaders. Aimed all of the challenges the world continue to face in 2021, we also have an opportunity to reshape the world for better. Seizing that opportunity requires all of us to come together to build a future everyone can live or share. 2020 has teaches us so many things. The one thing is clear from the global social unrest and protest. At the heart of a people's struggles is the desire for a better, for freedom. As the world has fought against an unrelenting virus, millions were confronted with the gross injustice of inequalities, poverties, inadequate access to the food, water, unemployment, and restriction on the movement. Among others, in 2021, governments and multinational institutions should draw critical lessons from the 2020 and focus on advancing the human rights. This is what is the foremost and utmost responsibility of this world and world leadership, that we have to focus on the advancement of the human rights, which is a mother of our solutions. The COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted economic activity, and the resultant job insecurities and the job losses have been incredibly damaging worker rights, which are fundamental and enshrined in the international, regional, and national legal instruments. Have to some cases been undermined. Discrimination, physical and engagement, and wage left remain a reality. One of the implications of the pandemic is the possible shift towards underdevelopment, by which people desperate for the work and paid for less than what they are entitled to. Ladies and gentlemen, in the closing, let's end the misinformation and disinformation in the world. Let's end the fake propaganda in the world. Let's stand for bullying on internet and use of an internet as an equitable commodity for all peoples. Let's make it that our economies, which are causing the division within the society and undermines the free press, and the link to this is the rise of nepotism and nationalism, which is a very much cause that the world is saying the new nationalism is a vaccine nationalism, which we cannot allow if we think that we are a human rights defender. Ladies and gentlemen, human rights has been threatened and disproportionately affects vulnerable groups such as refugees, economics, migrants, and women, especially religious and other minorities. While there are some signs that the tide is turning, effective and decisive multinational action is still needed to reduce the nepotism and the nationalism globally. Gender inequality remain a critical human rights issue, despite whatever the achievement has been made in past. We are on a verge of collapse if we are not acting now. Action is required. We had much talks on it, on every issue, but action are required. So thank you very much, all of you. May God bless all of you and the whole humanity, all nations, all societies. And may God bless the humanity to survive from all crises. Pakistan Zindabad. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, Dr.
Thank you very much.
You was here listening, and thank you very much.
You're welcome, Your Excellency.
Lordly, thank you very much. And I think everybody is listening. Thank you very much. God bless you. Paula, God bless you. I am pray that pandemic is end. I am coming to Zambia.
And we will fight
Yeah,
together.
I'm
Yeah, we
coming
will
to
fight
visit
together.
everyone.
Yes, inshallah, because
I'm
of
coming
the,
to visit everyone.
you
You
are
are welcome
welcome.
to Sweden. Welcome to Sweden.
Thank you. God
Mr.
bless you.
Chairman,
God
Mr.
bless
Chairman, I just forwarded you a question which was
Yeah.
raised by Dr. Remy Alapo. Would you please answer it before we close it?
Okay. Dr. Remy, go ahead.
Yes, Your
You already-
Excellency.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Malik, and Your Excellency, Ambassador Muhammad. My question is that, given that the future of this world is dependent on the youth, and I would like to find out how we can harness the potential efforts of youth in promoting human rights education in our various communities and institutions through IHRC, by partnering with IHRC. How can we harness the efforts of youth to continue to promote human rights in various communities and institutions? Thank you very much.
Dr. Remy, thank you very much. I'm honored that you are here as an advisor to the Secretary General for Training and Education. I didn't knew it. Otherwise, I would like to give you floor to speak. International Human Rights Commission is a very much determined. For that reason, we had established our specialized organization, which is called the World Youth Summit for Peace Organization. It started from the peace to the education, and education to the investment into the youth. Although the summits or seminars or webinars is an essential to share the views with each other, which educate us, even educate me somehow, because when I'm learning from the young generation, they have a dynamic ideas which we take on account and we make it possible to implement it into the different societies. Dr. Remy, that organization is building the youth bank, a youth promotional investment society, which will give them the empowerment to do their own businesses. We are in collaboration with the African Bank, the chairman, the Nigerian one. He's a good friend of mine. I have spoken to him, and soon, very soon, we are launching a worldwide campaign, especially to the underdeveloped and poor countries, where the youth are the victim of survival. So we are in collaboration with the World Bank, IMF, Asian Development Bank, Islamic Development Bank, and the all concession. We are making it possible that within coming months we will be hold a summit to outline the plan, so that on the grassroots level they will get a free education, free educational system, vocational education system, training education system, and that all institutions should be self-realized basis. The ones we will establish, they will start their own income generation from producing the things and giving the education to the kids. So it is, unless we are not making any institution which is for the youth or on a self-realized and self-running basis, we cannot achieve the task to invest in the youth. Because I always says that let's not make the youth to be a beggar. Use their innovation to empower them. Invest into their innovation, their talent, so that they can be a leader and achiever of the society. They need little help. Of course, for that reason, that project will be a very effective to help them across the countries, across the vulnerable societies, to make them empowered. And we are on the way. And hopefully the 2021 will be a launching pad and launching ceremony. I will also invite you to see that how we are implementing that and how we are starting that project It is my dream that in my dream time, every youth will be having an feeling an empowerment, at least empowerment, and to stand on their own feet.
Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure and my honor, Dr. Rabi, and God bless you.
God bless you, sir.
At the International Human Rights Commission, we are at your support. We are
Thank
at
you
the
so
support of our mother organization, United Nations. We are at the support of the African Union. We have no, might be there are political differences of opinion that should be exist. It is in positive, it is in creative, but at the end of the day, the focus is achievement of a goal of the SDGs, which are the essentially drawn from the concept of the human rights. So let us to try that our generation can succeed to giving back to the our coming generation, so that we will be having a wide face. And we, I'm sorry, I'm not in a terminology, I'm saying that we'll be having a wide face in front of the history, that we were wrong, but we changed the way on the right track.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman.
You're welcome, Mr. Secretary General. God bless all of you, and have a goodbye from Pakistan, wherever you are.
Ambassador Chairman, if we will have the resolution
Yes,
of this summit.
Yes, I already asked that all the speeches will be reached to us, and we will draw the resolution and we will send it to the all leaders to sign it.
Okay, okay.
And in the coming days, everyone
Thank you
will be
so
having,
much, and God bless you, everyone.
everyone will be having an incoming days that declaration of this summit, and that declaration definitely we are. I'm personally, I will be talking to the secretary, to the principal secretary, to the Secretary General of the United Nations, and she will present it to Mr. Antonio Guterres, and we will find out the way forward, because he is one of the very active person, and I like him. Might be if some powers don't like him, but give them the second term as well.
Yes, because we need some concrete steps now to bring all those to justice.
Action, not the
yes,
actions, not
yes.
the parts, or not the words. Action.
No, yes, exactly. To bring all the, as Ambassador Malik said, the looters, all those people brought to justice, you know.
Action will make it possible. So God bless you, Ji.
Yes,
Good
yes,
night,
yes.
good morning, good
Thank
evening,
you.
wherever you are. Stay blessed. Take good care of
Good evening
yourself, and
to
take good
We
care
are
of
going
your
to have a
family.
next meeting. Next meeting, Malik Sahab, it will start in about 10 minutes.
Yes, mine is also starting in 9 minutes.
Yes, we are having a meeting on the prisoners of conscience, you know, in New York.
We will definitely, inshallah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye, everyone, and namaste.
Namaste. So it's good to be in the group also, so we can have respect for each other, you know.
Yes, of course, definitely, Ambassador. We will do.
Thank you very much. It was a nice to have a time with everyone, you know.
Thank you very much.
And good to see you, Major Saab.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Really very happy to see you.
Muhammad.